Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon, greetings, and all that. How are you? Good. I'm Alan Cox. Thank you for showing up. Say hello to Bill Squire, who's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora is on the road until she'll be back on Monday, which is coincidentally her birthday. Big plans for Mary's birthday when she comes back, though?
No. I'll figure something out. I'll do something nice for her. She did something very nice for me last year.
Sure.
Earlier this year, so I will figure something out. Nice to do for her. Boy.
Should be 30?
Yeah.
30. Oh, the big 30. Hey, say hi to Poundcake, who's back behind the glass.
Afternoon, white people.
He still has a few more years before his 30th birthday. And then a few years past that, according to the Ouija board,
my demise
is when he will shuffle off this mortal coil. His untimely demise. You know not the hour or the day, right?
No.
You don't really want to know either. I'll tell you what I do want to know. How did you get your cleavage?
My
when
cleavage?
Your drag night. How did you... I know you told me. Is it just pushing everything in?
What makes you think of that?
Because...
weighing on him. He's been having dreams about it. He's thinking about your boobies.
2 months ago, and it's random.
I'll tell you.
Your yabos.
I'll tell you why. How'd you get your yabos?
Mm-hmm.
I was in Michigan over the weekend to see my older kids. My daughter. My son's at college. And my ex-wife gets Vanity Fair. And I'm leafing through it as I'm waiting for my daughter to get ready. And RuPaul is on the cover. And he looks like, obviously he's packing whatever bustier he's in, but it looks like he has physical cleavage. It looks like he has a big rack. And he's just a cross-dresser. He's not transgender. So
Correct.
How did you get your cleavage? Because when Poundcake did his drag show a few months ago, you looked like you had a huge rack. And I didn't know if it was contouring or what is that? I mean...
all of the above.
All of the above.
So I guess it depends on what outfit you're wearing, because a lot of times drag queens, and I'm speaking from my one time being a drag queen.
Yeah. But you got professional advice.
Yeah,
I mean, you had people...
Sometimes drag queens have what they call like a chest plate, and that's like if you have like a ball gown, they'll usually wear that because they're not necessarily showing cleavage, but they just want the illusion of tatas.
Right. Like in the movie, did you see the Lady Gaga dead Bradley Cooper?
Star is Born. I have not seen that.
Okay, well, in that, he signs one of the there's a scene with drag queens, and he signs their boobs, and it's like that chest plate thing that he's talking about, where it's just like, it's like a bib you put on, and it's got boobies on it.
Yeah, it is.
So that is what some people use. I didn't have that. I was only doing it for one night, and I was showing skin in my dress. So honestly, the little man skin I had, he said, put this up. Malibu said, put this up. And I had to hold it, and he took it from, he put the tape right in the middle of my chest and wrapped it around. You want to talk about pain and, like, contracting? Like, that's what it was.
Yeah, you got to suffer for your art. Everybody thinks the tucking's the worst part. I would imagine that'd be the easiest part.
So I had a little bit of man meat on top, and then, so what my bra didn't cover, there was a cloth inside of the bra. So, like, it looked like...
So you were stuffing.
So my chest was out, and that was my real boob.
But a breastplate, I mean, RuPaul, I don't know what he's...
Well, no, he probably did the same thing. He probably had man meat pushed up, and then...
Maybe he's got that gynecomastia. Maybe he's old enough now where he's getting little moobs, and that actually helps him. And that's professionally beneficial to him.
Why'd you say yabos?
Some people dedicate, and they just get their boobs done. I know one of the drag queens was changing down there when I was changing, and... those are real boobs. She was like, no.
Yeah, but then you're not just cross-dressing. I mean...
Well, no, for your job. I mean, I think he still had his...
Can you write him off?
What do you mean?
Well, strippers. A lot of them would get breast implants and write them off because they'd say, look, I'm an exotic dancer. That's my profession. It's a professional expense.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying like, oh, yeah, he still passes as a man because he had a dangler. But, but yeah, he had boobs professionally. So, yeah, I didn't get that. I'm not that committed, but...
Professional boobs. Yeah, because I remember you telling me, I asked you, I think, night of the show, because, I mean, you looked legit.
Yeah, dudes were hitting me up, though, like, because they were like, wait, what you got here? How'd you get boobs? Like, no, you think I'm playing, but dudes were in my DM.
I don't think you're playing. I think that's actually happening.
Like, and how'd you get those? I was like, oh, they just sprouted out of nowhere.
How'd you get those? Did you tell him that engrossing man meat story?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just said, oh, those.
They're like, yeah, I'm going to get back to my chicken tenders, but thanks for giving me the walkthrough there.
People were coming up to me, honk, honk, like, grabbing my headlights. I was like, now I understand how women feel. This is very degrading.
Boy, they just have no respect for the art, do they?
How dare you touch my cloth and
They
man
did
meat?
not have any
man meat.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No respect whatsoever.
But honestly, I still feel that pain. Like, I still feel the pain of the duct tape sometimes. Like, when I'm laying...
Like phantom pains? You'll just
like
think about it?
When I'm laying down, I can still feel where the duct tape was. It's very weird. Because it was that tight.
Show some R-E-S-P-I-C-T.
It was, like, that tight for a number of hours, like 4 hours.
Yeah, you were probably numb. You're probably fully numb up there.
No. I was not numb. I felt everything. And I just was walking like this. I tried to, smile whenever I wanted to cry. But, honey, when I got home...
That's why you have to be buried under so much makeup so that they can't really see what your facial expressions are. They can't see you wincing all night.
And then I also had, like, duct tape around my head, too. So when I was like, please don't let me be bald. Like, I'm so glad because he wrapped it and then he had to put, like, the clothespins on top so the wig would stay. And he's like, all right, this is going to hurt. He was like, but just bear with me. And he ripped that thing off, and I tell you, I almost passed out. It hurt so bad.
Oh, man.
It came off like my hair. He taped my hair. Oh, I was upset.
Just imagine just doing that. You're so committed to that you go through this pain constantly.
They call them battle scars.
And it's not, I'm sure it's expensive. And
it is.
Wow, and nobody's getting rich off that except for RuPaul, maybe.
You can make some good money.
Yeah, the ones that are on like Drag Race and then they go around touring and stuff. We've heard some of the money that they were making.
No, I mean the people that Poundcake was doing his show with.
Local drag queens. I mean, those
they can still make some money,
those
too.
Those boobs pay for themselves.
Well, they must, or else they... But, boy, being committed, I mean, I assume that in the drag game...
Followings.
But also in the drag game, you got to start from the bottom, too.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're putting all that expense and that time and that pain into something that initially is not paying the bills.
Started from the bottom, now I'm queer.
People show me like their bruises and what they did, and obviously the girl must have been a big hit to get boobs. She was like, I'm tired of taping my chest. I'd rather just get the implants. So she must have been doing something right.
Wow.
Locally.
Well, anyway, congratulations. But I was fascinated by the listen.
The more you know.
My enjoyment of RuPaul is no secret, but he was on the cover of Vanity Fair, and I was kind of leafing through it. And I was like, wow, the cover shot. I'm like, how do they
What I love about
get all
RuPaul
that?
is there's no, like, on-off. Like, him, when he dresses in drag, he's RuPaul. When he's not in drag, he's still RuPaul.
He's great on Broad City, just in a suit. He's the manager of the restaurant that Alana worked at. All right, I'm going to break. Louis Katz is going to join us later on. Very funny guy who's doing Tonight at Hilarities. So we will catch up with him in the 3 o'clock hour. MGK is doing his double Xmas show over at the Wolstein Center coming up the 21st. If you want to go, I will have tickets for you after the break. 35192 if you want to text.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.